these awe-inspiring human-made structures come to exist? These treasures have stood the test of time, not just by selecting the right materials, but by coming up with an innovative solution for an enduring design.
I think it's good to go, right? No problem. What was the settings that you tried to do?
We live in a world full of structural wonders.
You tried to
The
decorate
Eiffel Tower, the Firth of Forth Bridge, the Empire State Building, the St. Louis Arch, and the Guggenheim Museum. But how did
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, a very good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, I hope the attendees are here, right? They're here, right? Okay, fine. I can find 8 attendees. Okay, we have waited much time for the attendees to join. So, starting with the slides, I just want to take the pride mentioning about the company evolve into Arcans, and now we are being an MNC. Continuous learning and improving skills are the main objective of our organization, and yet we are striving hard to reach out our customers, because workflow is the basic discipline motive of any firm, and we support our customers to just reach the goals. Capricorn Arcans is India's leading design and construction management technology solution provider for architecture, engineering, and construction. We are the Autodesk's largest platinum partners, along with an authorized training center. We have more than 300 dedicated team members, and Capricorn serves over 20,000 clients in the AEC and related industries. Capricorn has contributed significantly to the country's adoption of computer-aided design for more than 3 decades to increase your productivity and lower project risks. We offer the best solutions, approaches, and practices. We are delighted to inform you that we have a global footprint to serve you with the best of our capabilities and abilities. Capricorn, a company, is now a part of Arcan's group. So let us come for the first slide, that is introducing my topic for today's session. I would name the session as 1. So since we'll be having run-through sessions of all the Bentley structural work suits products what we have within the Bentley. In today's presentation, we will explore how Bentley System software suite empowers structural engineers to achieve the greater efficiency in the design process. We will delve into the specific applications, that is StatPro Advanced, showcasing how they streamline workflows, optimize designs, and ensure project success. So I welcome you all for today's webinar. It is enhancing efficiency in structural design using StatPro Advanced software. That is the title for today. And myself, I'm Bhargav Srinivas. I am a solution specialist for structures. So speaking about my experiences past, I was in the academic institution for past 8 years, and I've worked with 3 designated colleges, and here I am to support various customers who are from A to any points. So here is our first slide, which is going to be like the agenda for today's webinar is Introduction, Challenges in Structural Design. We will be having a walkthrough demo of a StatPro Advanced new GUI surface or interface. And later on, we'll be just having a question and answer session. If anyone has any questions, you can scribble it down and you can just have a conversation at the last. So speaking about, talking about the introduction related to the efficiency. So efficiencies in the structured design refers to achieving optimal outcomes with minimal resource utilization. So when we just say about the efficiency, which always comes to streamlining workflows, minimizing errors, and optimizing resource allocation. When we say about the improved resource utilization, use of the material space throughout the design and construction process. Enhanced project delivery, meeting the deadlines and the budgets while maintaining the high quality standards. Why is it so important, which is related to efficiency? Efficiency is crucial because it directly impacts the project costs, that is lower the cost through optimized design and reduce rework, time to market, faster the project completion, which allows earlier product launch or production. Sustainability, efficient designs often go hand in hand with the responsible use of materials. Safety, by minimizing the errors and ensuring the code compliance, efficient designs contribute to the safer structures. So the challenges in structural design or structure for a structural engineer. Structural engineers face a multitude of challenges in today's demanding designs environment. We call it as tight deadlines, intricate project specifications, ever-changing building codes, necessitate efficient and adaptable tools, and collaboration across various disciplines, and ensuring the structural integrity and safety of the projects are the paramount. Bentley software addresses these challenges by providing a comprehensive suite of applications that streamline workflows, promote collaboration, and prioritize safety. So the next slide is about the included products which we have, and today for the session 1 we are dealing about StatPro Advanced with its new GUI interface. And we have Stat Advanced Concrete, which is also oftenly called as RCDC or SACD, and it is mainly used for detailing of concrete structures. Stat Foundation Advanced, which is related to the substructures, where we design for the footings, the different kind of the footings which we deal with within the structure. RAM Structural System, which is a beautiful product, which I'm also very much excited that I have already found out some 15 to 18 difference within the Pro Advanced as well as the RAM Structural System, where I could have another session where I can just distinguish the difference between the Pro Advanced as well as RAM Structural System. RAM Concept, which we deal or which we just go along with the post-tension slabs, and it is completely about the slabs. RAM connections, once after your structural design is done, like you wonder about the connections, like how exactly you'll have to design a connections at a particular joint, which can be dealt through this RAM connection. RAM elements also, it is FEM software, which is similar to the RAM structural system, but it is more advanced, what I would like to say. Microstrand, similar to the structure product. And then you have twin analytical synchronizer, which is to be having an interoperable software with the native software packages. I have a small video which is to be played as of now to have a look like what exactly structural work suite means.
We live in a world full of structural wonders. The Eiffel Tower, the Firth Bridge, the Empire State Building, the St. Louis Arch, and the Guggenheim Museum. But how did these awe-inspiring human-made structures come to exist? These treasures have stood the test of time, not just by selecting the right materials, but by coming up with an innovative solution for an enduring design. In today's world, design, analysis, and materials continue to be crucial to structural integrity. Engineers are subject to tight time constraints, project deadlines, and the rising cost of materials, all of which can impact project budgets. In addition, engineers must calculate precise structural design and analysis, all while ensuring that design standards and codes are being met. Managing these demands while keeping budgets under control can be challenging. Meet Structural Work Suite, the structural design and analysis solution bundle that makes it easy to meet the challenges of today. Structural Work Suite includes all the industry-leading capabilities you need for buildings and plants, roads and highways, power, rail and transit, and water, wastewater, and stormwater projects. All in one place, all from one company, all designed to work together. At Structural Work Suite's foundation is the convenience of a broad solution set with a single cost-effective license. You will be able to increase your efficiency and interoperability with a more comprehensive workflow, streamline your software portfolio, and leverage Bentley's multi-product capabilities at the same time. Structural Work Suite from Bentley Systems, so that you can imagine and create the treasured places of tomorrow.
Well, that was a video which is related to structural work suite. It is not limited to only structure, but it is for water, it is for highways, and there is software for pipes, or maybe for a thermal land design. You got various work suite. So, okay, since we have a topic which is to be discussed about StatPro Advanced, what are the new things that we find in the StatPro Advanced, that is in Connect Edition? We find the advanced nonlinear analysis. We can analyze the structure which are complex material behavior beyond linear elasticity. StatPro Advanced is important for modeling the structures with the significant deformations. We call it as P delta analysis. It was very crucial for tall and slender structures where axial loads can significantly affect the stability. Nonlinear buckling analysis, yes, it helps us to predict the buckling behavior of the structures under various loading conditions. We can define more complex materials properties like plasticity and anisotropy for more accurate representation of real world material behavior. Dynamic analysis capabilities, that is, which are related to the wind and seismic behavior. We can just analyze the structures regarding to dynamic analysis. And construction stage analysis, we can simulate the construction sequence of the structure considering the effects of the staged loading and material placements. So that is what we have about the Stat Pro Advanced, and also as I said in my content, we have a demo which is related to the GUI, the new GUI interface of the Stat Pro. So let me just play that video. So hello all, welcome to the presentation of Stat Pro Advanced Connect Edition. So on to your left, you have tiles which are related to open an existing model. You're creating a new model, archiving the files or folders, and sharing the stat files with the other teams, and getting the help from the Bentley site, license, configure, and on to your right, you have a model information with a file name to be given and location where you want to specify the folder to be, the model to be in a specific folder. Type, analytical, physical, and building. Units, for this, we'll just keep it as default as metric. And below, you have a ribbon for announcement. It's anything which is used to give an update for any product which is related to the STAD, or it might be the products which are enclosed within Bentley. And also you'll be able to look on to the different webinars or the seminars. Probable dates will be announced, and so you can register through your company or through the user module. Next, when we just move on to open, see, you can find this recent files which I have worked with, and you have sample models which are stored within the STAD Pro Advanced. You have verification models, you have access to open other models, analytical model. So PEB, that is a structure which is steel structure. For this session, I have this model with a new. So let us go forward and just select as analytical model, that is PEB steel structures. So onto the side, let us just see that what are all the other options which are present. So in the information, you have job information. Since I haven't given any input, so it remains blank. You have a model information where geometry, the number of nodes or the beams or the physical members or plate solids which has been created by the user, and you have load cases where primarily there is consists of 8 counts, and the combination has 32 counts there. And further, you have commands in file. You have a view where it is highlighted in the green color. It says that you have used all these properties, constants, supports, releases, loads, analysis, steel design upon the particular model. And below you have a file information of specifying what the file is, where exactly the location is, and what exactly is the size of that file, and you have date which has been created at what time. So this is the things which are there available in the info. Further, you have option which is backup or restore. So this is to preliminarily create a restore point. Say if one user has finished within modeling, so he needs to create a restore point. So anything which happens, any trouble shoot, or maybe any kind of glitches which happens within the software, then he can always bounce back to the restore point where he had done, and he doesn't have to create from the scratch, is what I mean. You have print option, you have report, you have ISM, where you can create a repository file within STAD, and then you can just exchange the model with the native softwares. You can import and export the STAD file, or you can just bring in any other model from the other software inside STAD, and you can work upon that eventually. Then you have cloud services. So anything which has got to be connecting with Bentley, it is called connect.bentley.com, where you have access to learn the software, and you have access to get inside the Bentley communities where you can just input your query and receive the answers from the product specialists. So that is what is about the basic file, and you have a geometry and you can see certain nodes and the beams has been created for this steel structure to be seen like this, and you have tools which are related to nodes, beams, plates and solid, and you have a physical member layout which we aren't displaying in this uh, part of the presentation. Maybe in the future we'll be having much of the presentation which is related to physical members or physical modeling. Is this is what the option is about. Furthermore, you have a view option where you have tools which are related to the view. So you can see how exactly you want to see your structure to be, whether is it in isometric view on the front view or the top view. Yes, you can use this tools. So it's very handy. And you have an option of the windows. You can cascade horizontal, tile vertical, or if you just want to come back to the split 3 option, you can always go on to this and press. And suppose if you don't want this workflow to be pinned over here, and also you can just minimize it onto a side, and you can just get a whole representation of this working window screen where you can access even more better. So furthermore, let us move forward onto the select option where you have cursors. That is particularly if you want to connect within the nodes, and you can just pull down this node cursor and you can just see what I have selected as its only nodes. Suppose if it is for the beam, and you can always pull in and you can just see how the beams are selected. Yes. So also you have other options like parallel to Y, parallel to Z. These are all the options which you would have seen in the existing, the older version of the stat, but it is more, user friendly, and you can just use eventually when it is required. Also, when moving forward, you have attributes. You have something called as property name. So you have this much of options. So for example, if I just want to go by the property, I would say that what are the properties which is been assigned onto this particular structure model. So it is staple, and it is having a circular bracings. You have hollow sections. This is how you can just browse by the property name, or you might just go by the releases. So where exactly is the releases provided? So here it is. Yes. So this is about the select option. And furthermore, moving on to the specification, it's all about the materials that is being used, the materials as well as the sections which is being used onto a section. See, as I just highlight upon this properties which are here, and it will be able to depict it. It's one and the same within the older version as the newer version. So onto the RH is pretty much similar to the older version, but there are things which are user friendly. That is what I would like to say. And furthermore, you have immediate selection tools which are like beam profiles. You have database which is related with India, and if you just move on to that, you have rolled steel sections. You can just browse in through these categories, and you have prismatic beams, tapered beams is what we have provided here, and you have user tables, and you can just set your user table profile, and then you have the constants which are the parameters which is involved in the steel. So you have plenty of options over here where it is visible easily for you to just make changes. And furthermore, if you just look onto the section wizard, you can build composite sections, build up sections in this manner, and you can just select, and you can just go for the India, and you can just go for the I sections, and you can just pick out this, and you can just add it over and see, here it is. So you can just go on to some other section which is related to, which is within the Indian database, and you can just go for equal angles, something like that, and you can just provide one of the Indian standard angle, and you can just always say to be added over here. So So that was not well planned. So that's why there was a pop-up window showing some errors. Sorry for that. And I will just exit from here since I'm not making any changes for this workflow. So these are the options I would like to say. And the loading, as the loading definitions, and it has load cases details and load envelopes. For this present model, I have used the seismic zone definition. That is, I have given this as the input, and I have just specified the member weights. You can see that clearly. And moving further, I have given primary load cases of 8, and you can see it over here, and also 32 definitions, which is related to the strength parameter as well as for the serviceability conditions that I've just named here 32. You were able to see this data, in the info tab as I just started my session. You were able to see that 8 members of primary load cases, another one is the combination cases of 32. It was, yes. And with this, okay, serviceability, you can just have a view like how I have just assigned. Maybe if you want to look onto the wind loads like how I have assigned, you can have a clear picture of that, right? Yes. And you have immediate load specifications category. It's one and the same whether you do it over here, and you can just use either ways. And you have vehicle load generator, wind load generator. So it is for IS 875 Part 3 2015. It has been defined here for that particular codal provisions, and mass model generator, primary load types, automatic combination where you can edit the auto combination rules. So you have options for the defining load system, which is related with wind, snow, seismic, direct analysis, vehicle pushover. Further, it is like within the time history analysis, the model damping. These are the several options that you have, which is clearly visible, and it is very handy too. Furthermore, I would just move on to the analysis and design, and I can run the analysis now, but before that you have the pre-analysis and post-analysis commands which has been included here. One of the design commands which I would like to say is about the steel, because I have added some parameters which is related to the steel before designing this tapered built-up section. So here it is. Here are my data which I have involved within this section, because I have given some certain commands for it to just get it analyzed well without errors. So this is about the parameters that I have assigned. I have not named concrete or aluminum. I'll keep it as it is. Further, I would just move on to the run analysis. Let us wait for the model to get checked with uh, a notification for errors, warnings, or not. So it says that it has 0 errors and has 3 warnings, maybe 10 notes. So you have an option of going into the post-processing mode, your output file. I would go into the post-processing mode for this. I would say done. And I have given an envelope for 2 cases, that is for the strength as well as the serviceability criteria. So I would just go in one of this option, and I would just go and say apply, and it says okay, and you can see the reactions, beam results, and you can see the deflections, displacements, and utilization ratio. Yes, for steel members, when we decide the steel ratio has to be less than the 10, the utility ratio is what we say. So here, let me just switch off the SMZ values, and see, you will be able to visualize some of the red marks, some of the purple line marks. Yes, there requires the sections to be revised for even more economical section, and you need to always find out this members. And how do you find it out? You just simply select, go to the property member, go to this failed beams, and this is how it will be directed. And then I would say it has to be in the new view, and this is how I get this data. And I just get into my workflow and go on to my analytical modeling, and I would go inside the properties, and here is what I can just change. Go on to one of the taper section, and yes, here is the way that you need to change the things, and you have to make it all right. So that says about, okay, let me come back to let me regain my whole structure. Yes, this is how it is. And in the workflow, as we said that I'm not going inside the physical modeling, you got your post-processing results done, right? And even in the post-processing results, I would just have to show you both the reports. The reports, yes, you can set up a report by, just controlling, keeping the control button on and selecting through your mouse, and you can just bring all this data inside, and this stays inside your job info, and some of the pages are added more. There were 2 pages earlier, and you can set up the report as per the user needs or as per the client needs. You can do that, right? So let me just come back to the analytical modeling. Let me go on to the steel auto drafter. Steel auto drafter, as you all know, it's primarily important for displaying the results, displaying the fabrication sections, elevations. It is to bring the cross sections right. It has to be annotated properly, and this does the work, half of the work over here. So as I just start to move inside the steel auto drafter, let us see how exactly it looks. See, the same PB module or PB structure is being displayed over here. Let us get inside this tool. See, you have the grid option, you have the drawing grooves. Suppose if I just get inside this grid location, I can just make some marks of here, so saying that this is the first floor, or maybe this is the second floor. See, I'm just randomly giving the names. You can just mention this floors typically, and you can just make a view. See all the Z grids, all the X grids. You have a data for individual, directions. And say I would say okay for this, and then I would just go inside this drawing rules. What does it have? See, I've already grouped my members as bracings as this. These are the values that I've, sorry, these are the sections that I've just grouped as bracing members. You can do that. You have the, you can certainly just group the members into the different groups, that is portal, top chord, bottom chord, bracings. If you just want to minimize and say it's inclined column, you can just do that. You can add that. And also you have something called as drawing style manager. You can just visualize with the help of the color codes. So you see all this typical blue, green, red lines. So you can just change. You can just predefine the customs. You can just get inside this, and you can just use it as per your needs. That's what I would like to say. Then next, if you just want to display the node numbers, yes, your node numbers are here, your member numbers are here, the member properties are here. Yes. So if you just move on further, okay, just let me keep the screen away. And also you have the ability to just move this model in the different directions onto the particular directions, and you can just also get back to the home if you want the correct isometric view. When I get inside this drawing list view, I've already assigned these things earlier, but I will do it for you once again. I'll just make sure that I'm just clearing it off, and I'm going for the section at X, and I want it for all grids. I'll keep it as grids. I have the possibility to change the scale, and I can just ask for the part section, since if it's symmetry or in symmetrical section or 2Z sections, I can give this inputs, and I can just add this at the first, and I can ask it to be displayed for once. And as you would look into this, see, these are the various drawings which are present. See, drawing 1, if you just zoom, you'll be able to see the section. So here how exactly the tapered section looks like with the bracing members. Suppose I go on to the drawing 2, this is the this is a view for the particular elevation. Drawing 3, drawing 4, 5, 6, and 7 respectively. And you will be able to see with the marked schedules, sections, and shapes. And also you'll be giving that legend. You'll be able to see that legend, what exactly it is. And later on, if you want to save this, and you can save it as the Autodesk file, that is AutoCAD file, that is .dxf file, and you can always open inside the AutoCAD, and you'll be able to do certain few more changes to that, and you can input the things. Yes. So this is the, this is what you'll be getting through. Yes, That was about the workflow demo. I just wanted to introduce to the PEP structures. Sorry, yeah, I'm audible now. Sorry for that. Yeah, this is about this workflow demo what I had for Stat Advanced Connect Edition. So I just wanted you to see that exact steel auto drafter, how you utilize it for the benefit of getting the fabrication drawings out, and that is the part of the webinars today. And I thank you for your time, and any questions to be answered, I can just wait for the attendees. And I also had seen one of the hands raised, and you can always unmute yourself and you can just ask questions which is related to this particular webinar. Thank you. And also, Lalit, you there?
Yes, Bhargav.
Yeah, Lalit, if you just want to add on the business perspective of the software, the structure worksheet, you can just add a light upon that.
Yes, so thank you participants for participating on this webinar today. So any queries related to the product, you can ask Bhargav, so he will answer you. And also we can share our email ID. You can share your queries to our email ID as well. Bhargav, you can share your email ID in the chat box, and
Yeah, yes, I will do
we'll
that.
be we will be answering your queries post this session as well. And we also have continuous session coming up related to Stat Pro Advanced and structural softwares. So we will be definitely inviting you all in the upcoming sessions as well. And any software related to software requirement, you can also inquire us. I'll also share my email ID in the chat box. You can contact me. And any queries related to the product, please you can ask questions with Bhargav.
No, I could see one of the hands raised in the middle of the demo.
Mhm.
So I can.
Yeah, it's actually from Mr. Venkatraman Jayaraman, sir.
Yes,
Sir, yes,
yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Venkat, sir. Jayaraman, sir. Yes, your question, please, sir.
Sir, I
You,
have given the permission to talk, sir. Like, I have allowed you to talk by, selecting on that option. You can unmute yourself and have a word with me, sir.
Venkat, sir, you can unmute yourself. Can you able to unmute? Bhargav?
Yeah, I'll try it
Yes,
from my end.
yes, yes.
No, no.
Sir, Venkat, sir has been unmuted. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're audible.
The thing is, see, it is all what the thing we are usually we are already in use of the same sort of concept everything. Now,
Yes,
how
sir.
to optimize it? Optimization, it is taken up on its own, or we need to proceed as per our own knowledge, and particularly in steel structures. It is all done earlier. It is not reflected in your this thing, demo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This optimization is one of the important. So we are giving it the 300 I channel I sections. Then if it is on to 250, it should automatically do. Sometimes this automatic optimizing also is not working properly.
Yes, sir. Yes. Optimization needs some
You can have
improvisation.
some. Yes, sir. Or
Sir, your voice is fading, sir. Venkatraman, sir, your voice is fading. Could you be a little bit more audible?
some issues are there. I think even my
Yes, sir.
own, I could not hear you also clearly. That's the issue.
Okay, okay, okay.
Now it's clear, sir.
Now clear. Just carry on. I can hear you something. Can you have something for the optimization of steel structures?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can connect, sir. We can connect, which is related to that optimization. I just clearly understood your query which is related to the utilization ratio. Again, the manual work tends to be happening over there for you to limit the I section as well as any standard section which is being used. So we'll come up with the topic, sir, which is related to the optimization. Hello, sir.
Yes, we will connect in person. We will connect one-to-one also, Bhargav, in phone.
Yeah, we can do
With
that.
yeah, Mr. Venkatraman, if it is required, and we will get the email and we will get it done.
Yes. Okay,
Sir has recently purchased Stat
okay.
Pro. Yeah.
Okay. We can do a session upon optimization. I can just ask my team. I can just also just combine with Kushbu, who is on the panel list, and yeah. So we can just have a session which is related to the optimization, or for everyone who will be able to attend that session for that.
Okay.
Okay,
So
sir. Venkatraman, sir, will do that. Other than that, anyone has any questions? Can see last two attendees, Mr. Ramesh sir, as well as one person who has just come through, Samsung SM through other name, I guess. Yeah.
Right. If there is no questions, we can
We
done
can
with
wind
the
it up.
session. Yeah, we can close the session for today.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Lalit, and thanks all the attendees who have attended the session. Thank you.
And thank you so much. Thank you for joining the webinar.